Welcome back to another episode of Cosmic Orca Productions. We are Marooned on Marduk. And our last episode, we were being attacked and were plummeting towards the Earth, or the planet of Marduk. So before we dive literally back in, we're going to go around and introduce ourselves. I'm Emily, I'm your host. By this time, you're very familiar with my DM style, and it seems like I'm an old seasoned pro, but I'm still new. So yeah.
Well, I'm Alex.
Sorry. Fun fact about your characters.
Oh, of course. So yeah, I'm Alex, and I am playing Tobias DeYoung. Accent still wildly undetermined at this point, as far as how his voice goes. Fun fact about Tobias: when he first started as an entertainer, he was the bassist temporarily for the Proto-Men before he got kicked out because of his crippling drinking problem.
Wow.
Was this before they got big?
Yeah, it was before they got big.
Hi, I'm Richard, and I play Florynce Khimæra, future governor and current knight of the Galactic Government. And fun fact about Florynce is, even though I do come from a noble, wealthy family, I'm very frugal, and I don't like spending too much money, but I do spend money on watches. It's my one vice.
Oh, that's so unique to that character.
Nice.
She's not like other girls, Emily.
It's true. It's kind of a traditionally masculine trait, and I kind of like that for her. That she's like, it's a power move that she wears a really fucking piece of a watch.
Yes.
When she comes into the political arena.
Julia's got my back.
Love it.
Yeah, y'all.
That was Paul, but okay.
That was Paul. Well, yes, that was Paul. You're right. The voice wasn't on. I should.
Yeah, you gotta know.
I gotta know.
All right. My name's Trey. I'm playing Hector Bombardier. And fun fact about Hector is that he is a giant comic book nerd. So he actually collects antique comics and high value comics.
Damn, Sarge.
Is comics still primarily paper in Trey?
No, actually, absolutely not. But he does have some physical hard copy comics that are, but the vast majority of them are digitally based at this point.
Okay.
But they're like NFTs, so if you have to have it, it's all numerous.
Oh, that is awesome.
That's crazy.
It's not 2021.
Don't let Marvel hear you, because
I know,
they're
right?
gonna get an idea.
Yeah, they're like,
I never
"Oh?"
thought of that until now, and that scares me.
Surely someone thought of it and it burned and flamed out like everything else NFT
Yeah,
related.
That's
Exactly.
true.
Yeah, NFTs, they came too soon. They'll have their
Should
time
never
later.
have happened at all.
Seriously.
Like QR
But,
codes.
in the
Well,
future,
QR
everything
codes
is-
came back and are big now and actually good now. So maybe they'll do NFTs right in 20
I
years.
wrote a whole
Tui
blog
curses.
post about them.
Yeah.
QR code.
Anyway, my name is Paul, and I play Julia Armstrong. And fun fact about Julia is, you may remember from character creation that she met Tom when she was a drifter, scavenger, after she failed to become a mechanic right away. She tried again and got it later. And her and Tom's meeting was not immediately sweet. There was kind of a competitive nature between them, and he was a strong guy and she was a strong girl, but kind of enemies to lovers can happen, and that's how that happened. And now he's just a big sweet teddy bear, cuddly daddy at home.
Love that. We love an enemies to lovers
We do.
story.
It's my second favorite after shared bed.
Yeah. Ooh, that'll be the next one. Like, what's your favorite book trope?
Yeah,
Or
the
movie
book trope, shared bed.
Oh,
Or
God.
what your character's favorite trope
Just like people forced to share a bed.
Yeah, it's
then
like-
become
Yeah.
lovers.
It's,
like,
it's
there's
similar
only
to
one
forced.
bed.
Yeah, it's forced proximity.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
but
usually comes out, it's like, oh no,
we
we're
have to share this bed.
stranded.
That is a real life thing too, though, that people experience.
1,000%. That's why it's a book trope. Yeah.
You end up
That's wild.
liking the people around you. It's
Yeah,
it's
that's
unless like you get a really bad first
I thought you were
impression.
talking about
Usually,
the bed.
it's weird.
Anyway, we're plummeting to the planet.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Bringing
to
it
our
back.
demise.
let's go back to imminent death here. Okay, so in the last episode, Julia was able to surmise that the ship had been hit by a missile, but the pilot and the co-pilot, I didn't mention that, there's a pilot and a co-pilot, and they are managing the ship very well.
Cool.
Yep. And you haven't completely blown up. You haven't crashed. So they're doing an incredible job. Doesn't mean you all aren't terrified. Your friendly seat neighbor Finan has passed out from being so scared.
What's this? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
What's the surface look like? Can we see out the window? Is it still that like forested terrain, or is it like are there active combat happening below us that we can see?
So you're currently over water, but you
Okay.
can see a large landmass on at the distance, but it's getting larger. Like you're getting closer to it, and
Gotcha.
it's getting closer.
Where is there a trail from the missiles? Like of
Yes.
smoke? Did it come from this landmass, or did it come from out in the water?
It looked like it's coming from the sky, so it's
Okay.
coming from above.
Just came from above us.
So you felt the first missile. Julia saw the second missile that went past, did not hit. Julia, I assume you're probably keeping stake outside,
Oh yeah,
like
no,
you're
I'm white
watching.
knuckling on these armrests, and I'm watching. And the pilot, I think, just said there's more coming.
Yeah. So, and you're exactly right, Julia. There's a third missile that's coming straight for the plane. Lost my place.
Tobias fell asleep.
Of course you did. No. He took all those relaxing medicines that he was talking about. So, was it Fennec?
No, it's an Aliens reference. And Hicks fell asleep during the drop.
Okay, so you see the third missile coming towards us. The pilots are seemingly on it, and they try to evade. So it's not a direct hit, but the missile is designed to explode after a certain time. So the shrapnel from the missile does hit the plane. And so that kind of jostles the plane a little bit and start losing altitude even faster. And so luckily, though, you see the beach of the island or the landmass that you're approaching. So it looks like it's not going to be a water landing, but it'll be a land crash.
Pretty rough landing.
Tobias wakes up and is like looking, seeing that we've gone even further down now. It's like, oh, good, we're on the express elevator to hell.
Finan wakes up for a brief second.
That's what he hears me say. It's
yes.
express elevator to hell.
And he-
Going down.
And he's shrieking at the top of his lungs and passes out again. Corinne is just every once in a while going, what the fuck? And then she finally goes, we're going to crash. We're about to crash. Evan doesn't say anything. He looks like he's just trying to calm himself down, looking at his floor.
Is everyone within earshot?
Yes.
Okay. Sarge, Tobias, is it safer to just... Is there a parachute? Is it safer to just jump?
I get a rank and I don't get mine.
I stayed in longer than you.
I was in for 16 years,
Oh,
my
I know.
friend.
It was because of the advancement.
Yeah, you got promoted more than I was like
Yeah.
rank 2. Anyway, no, just stay in your fucking seat.
Yeah, don't get up. Don't get up.
Damn it!
Tuck your chin.
I tuck my chin.
Okay. So I'd say you have personal comms. You from your army days. You because you need to be connected to your assistant all the time. I'm pointing to Florynce and Hector. Tobias, you don't have one because you're too cool for it and you don't need to be connected. And Julia, you just never saw a reason to. You had your personal phone to FaceTime Tom, but you didn't have any type of other communicator.
Amador's kind of backwater.
Yeah. So you two, Florynce and Hector, are starting to pick up some feedback on your personal comms that's coming in from what's going on outside and the co-pilot talking to the high port, and you just hear chatter about the starport's under attack, that there's raider ships in the area. And
The port that we just came from? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
so you've got a little bit more insight into what's going on.
Looks like we might be here a while.
I try to talk to it. Hello? Can you hear me?
There's only static.
We'll need to boost the signal if we want to get out. Gotta get this thing on the ground first.
Okay.
All right.
And can we communicate with the pilot or with the cockpit at all?
You can't.
Okay.
Yep. That area is completely separate. Like there's not even a door to go from the pilot to the passenger area.
Okay.
You have to like go out of the ship and
What did the is there like an emergency exit type thing on this? What does that look like? Is it just a door like on a normal airplane or something?
yeah. So it's a emergency exit door with like that red handle.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty run of the mill.
Okay.
So now you're fully across the landmass, and you are luckily not nosediving. You are going really fast, and the ground is coming up really fast, but it looks like they're going to be able to do some kind of controlled landing, luckily.
The old Counselor Troy maneuver, I see.
Okay. So, yep, you get closer and... Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, I want to try to use my robotic hand to brace Julia.
Okay.
Because I imagine she's sitting right next to me.
Okay. Just make a straight strength roll.
11.
Oh, you are bracing Julia.
I'm gonna have such a bruise right
I know.
above
It's better
my
than
bosom.
being dead. I'm sorry.
Okay. So the ground is rising up to meet y'all, and you're all just bracing yourself for that inevitable crash, which does come.
Tobias starts laughing as the ship is crashing.
Oh my gosh.
I see why Tobias didn't make it in the Marines.
He made it to corporal. In 16 years, he has promoted twice.
Right, the shuttle skids violently along the ground, digging a deep furrow into the earth. The sound is horrendous. Metal screeches against rock, and you feel the entire plane shudder as it collides with something solid. The impact throws you all forward, and the forward bridge bulkhead crumples with a sickening crash.
Oof.
So all of the stuff up at the top just crash down. The shuttle finally comes to a rest at an awkward angle. The lights flicker before going out completely, leaving only the emergency lighting to illuminate the wreckage.
Are we okay, like physically?
Since you all were strapped in, and Hector, you were bracing Julia, y'all are fine. Florynce, I am going to have you roll. What is your strength and dexterity?
Oh boy. 0 and 1 respectively.
Okay, I am gonna have you roll to see how you handled the
Okay.
crash. What's your strength and dexterity, Tobias?
5 and 8.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Holy shit.
So
You are buff.
I am not buff at all. The score is
Not plus
5.
5.
5 and
Just
8.
5.
My actual score is 5 and 8, not my modifier.
Oh, got you. Oh, okay.
And Hector, what are your strengths and
So-
dexterity?
My dexterity is 10. My strength normally is 4, but with my arm it's 15.
Woo. Okay. All right. So Florynce, this is all you. Everyone else was able to brace themselves.
Okay. Yeah, and that was my modifier 0 and 1. I'm a 6 and 11 respectively.
Ooh, 11. That's pretty
Yeah.
11 dexterity.
Okay. Just because your strength is lower, though, I'm gonna
Yeah.
have you roll. So yeah, roll your strength.
A 3.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll a D3 for damage.
1.
Okay. You take 1 hit point of damage.
Okay.
Might be have like a little
1, 2,
shoulder
3.
whiplash.
1 and 2 is 1, 4 and 5. Yeah. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6.
I said tuck your chin.
I thought I was.
Okay, so the cabin is ominously silent. There's no commotion up at the front. You don't hear anything outside. All you hear is everyone's breathing. That's in the passenger.
I will unbuckle myself. I will check on Finan's pulse. Is he still with us?
He's alive.
All right.
His pulse is pulsing,
Yes.
but he's passed out
I
still.
probably got about here, about an inch away, and I can probably feel it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna unstrap. I'll keep him strapped up for now, and I'm going to check my friends, see they're doing okay, and then I'm gonna head to the cockpit.
Okay.
I do the same. I want to make sure everyone, no one died.
Yeah, I want to check. Obviously, Florynce got a little hurt, so check on her, and then check on the other 2 passengers that Tobias didn't check on yet.
Okay, so Finan
Yeah, I didn't give a
is
shit about
alive.
those guys.
He's just passed out. Corinne is she's good. She's fine. She went loosey goosey, and so she is still like, what the hell happened? And Evan, he's still in his seat. He does look back at all of you, and he says, "Is everyone okay?"
PG.
Seems like it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're okay.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I honestly disassociated through the whole thing.
I love this guy.
Would I know if it's safer to quickly evacuate? Because I'm thinking of all the chemicals and engine things. Are we about to boom? Like, would I know that? Or
I think with your experience, you would know. You don't smell any gas or fumes, so you don't feel like there's any danger of explosion.
okay,
But as you say, or as Evan is talking, the emergency doors fly off. So now you have access to the outside.
Did someone check the pilot?
well, she said that we
That's
couldn't
what
get.
Tobias
It wasn't like there's a door, because you were like it's not connected.
Yeah.
We have
Tobias
to
said
kinda
he wanted to go around.
go
Yeah, I was
outside.
gonna go take a look and see.
Okay.
I want to take a look out and see is there a presence of this military force that's out here before we start rushing around in the open.
Yeah. So Tobias, have you already run out without consulting anybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
That tracks.
I'm gonna come back to you, Hector.
Sure.
Okay, so Tobias, you run out of the emergency doors as they are blown off, and you go around to the cockpit, and it is pretty crushed. So I'm gonna need you to roll. I'm gonna need you to roll athletics
Cool.
and dexterity.
No, I'm gonna die. That, my friend, is a 3.
Oh, okay. You can't get in. You're too big. It's completely crumpled. It's like a piece of paper. So you got a 3. You can't get in there, but you still have enough perception to know that there's a good chance they didn't survive.
Yeah. So what I'll do then is I'm gonna head back into the passenger area, and I'm just gonna point in the direction of the cockpit and just go, "Those motherfuckers are dead."
Are we sure?
I'm gonna have it's like, you know how a cockpit normally is like this, and there's people in there and things like that. It's like this now. So I'm pretty sure. Seen it before. Happens all the time.
All the time.
Evan, right?
Yes.
Isn't it? Evan, is there a medical facility or governing body on this planet?
Yes, there are. They're at the embassy, and they would be the ones to call. And unfortunately, though, I think the comms on the craft are out. And any personal comms, I have my own. They wouldn't work in this range without the plane's comms.
Darn. Okay.
So I think we're pretty much alone out here.
So I pull
Don't
out my
panic.
phone. As he says that, I can't. It doesn't connect.
Doesn't connect.
Zero
No service.
Yep, no cell service out here.
So you can tell that it's gonna be getting dark soon, and you're in a pretty remote area with no apparent outpost, or you can't see any campfires or anything. And so you asked if you could see like a military presence or anything. You can't see anything. So y'all are stranded. You're marooned. one would say.
Who could have seen this coming?
I don't know.
Well, and we knew that this planet is it's underdeveloped. It's really just starting. So except for like the main city, there's probably not very many outposts. This is mostly just wild and untamed.
So
This is a quintessential case of another settlement needs our help. I'll mark it on your map.
So Corinne finally kind of gathers herself and is oriented now, and she goes, "This was definitely an Ogma Raider attack. Judging by what we heard from the comms, they were attacking the starport, which is weird. They haven't done that in years.
Why would they do that?
They salvage ship parts, and we have a lot of ships on this planet. And since we're only one jump away from their headquarters, we're an easy target. But they haven't tried in a long time because we are so militarized here. So it's interesting that they're trying it now. I wouldn't be surprised if whoever was shooting those missiles would come back to the crash site to salvage parts from the ship. So we shouldn't stick around.
That tracks. Corinne, what's your background? I know you said you were here specifically to help assist with this, but you're very knowledgeable.
I live here.
You're from Marduk.
I am. And I unfortunately was here when they attacked the starport last, so I know exactly what is happening.
I'm sorry your homeworld's such a hellhole.
Me too.
Yeah. You were born here?
And
Yes.
It looks like you're going to die here, too, so may as well get comfortable.
It won't be anytime
That's not
soon.
helping.
It won't be anytime soon. I want to go take a look at the cockpit and see if there's any communication equipment that can be salvaged.
Okay.
It does feel like we should, yield to the expert here and get away from the site.
Yeah, so what I would like to do, you're looking at the notes, though. Once we get out of there, I would like to attempt to set up a camp.
Okay. Hector, you said you wanted to look for communication parts?
Yeah. I wanna, they mentioned that the pilot should have had the ability to communicate long range. I want to see if there's any way we can salvage any of the pieces in there.
Okay.
If we can't figure it out, maybe I don't know, maybe we can get it fixed.
Okay.
We have a pretty good mechanic.
Yeah. So first of all, you're going to need to get into the bridge since it's pretty demolished.
Sure.
So you can choose between strength or dexterity and just a flat. What did I have you roll?
Athletics.
Athletics.
I'll do strength athletics.
Okay.
Right. 11.
Okay, so you, this is where a cybernetic arm comes in handy. So you're able to kind of rip away some of the rubble, and you are unfortunately met with 2 dead bodies of your pilot and co-pilot. So now that you've seen that, can you roll... Where is there like a... perception type
Gonna be the stuff like recon or
Okay.
I've got
Yeah.
recon.
Investigation.
There's investigate.
I do investigate.
Investigate. What is that?
And
Intellect.
yeah.
That's a 4 because I don't have anything to investigate.
Okay, so you don't find any communication parts that would be useful.
I do have electronics.
Okay.
If you'll allow that instead of investigate.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would put it to an 8.
Okay. Okay, so you can see that there are a few systems still intact, and there's lots of components that you could salvage, but it would take a while to kind of rig something. So with that knowledge, if you want to still take it or leave it.
I think for now the goal should be safety. So if we need to get away, let's get away, and we'll know. But let's not go too far. We can keep an eye. Maybe with any luck, the salvagers that come for the ship we can take advantage of their presence and use some of their equipment. Maybe even get away out of this place.
Yeah, if they come in a vehicle, we could try to jump them.
Yeah.
Get off this land.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've searched the bridge.
Did the pilots themselves have any like communication equipment? Something so like Florynce and I have communicators that we can use. Is there anything else that they have on them that we could give to some of the other members of the group?
Yeah, so they have some pretty standard like personal communicators.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and take
Yeah,
those.
I'd take those.
2 of them. Okay. Would y'all like to search anywhere else on the ship?
Did my guitar survive?
Yes, it did.
Hell yeah.
I just go to Corinne. I'm like, I am so sorry this is happening on your planet, but just know that together we will be able to overcome anything. I'm Florynce Khimæra.
Let's do this later. And I literally grab Florynce by the shoulders.
Yeah, you hear Tobias down on the ground saying, "It's like shut the fuck up, Florynce."
Are there
It's
any
important to keep a mental fortitude.
I was thinking in a lot of, I assume in a lot of planes or vehicles, there's like sort of emergency bags. Are there any sort of emergency survival kits or packs that we can grab from the back of the shuttle?
Yes. So I'm so glad you asked.
Wasn't there a vending machine too?
Oh, we can loot that
Yes.
for
We can
food.
take the vending machine.
Oh, my pastries.
Oh, Hector, I'm so sorry. For your 4 in investigate
Yes.
in the bridge, you find a medical kit.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, okay, good.
It's a very small first aid pack. It's meant for the use of the crew. So it has 2 personal survival kits, an inflatable life raft.
2 personal survival kits, inflatable life raft.
And an all frequencies emergency beacon that will run on its own battery for 12 hours.
You said a beacon?
You said 12 hours? 12 hours?
And Julia, you do notice that there is a survival kit near the emergency doors. And it is very large and bulky.
This is different than the personal survival kits. This is one large survival
Yes.
kit. Okay.
So the one Hector found was in the bridge where the pilots were. That was just for them. And then you found the bigger passenger survival kit.
All right. I'm sure that's got things for camp.
Yes. And so it's so big, in fact, it has to be dragged by cords on the ground to get it out of the plane. And then it's got all kinds of stuff. I can list those out.
We can go into that later once
Yeah,
we're
we can.
away from the site.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anyone have like a backpack or something? Like, do we all have? Can we presume we all have like some like backpack or something that's just normal supplies or like clothes and stuff that we were gonna have?
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bags were in the upper compartments, right?
I want to grab those. Find. Did the pilots have any bags of luggage?
They had little briefcases. Since they also live in Marduk, so they probably just have like an overnight bag.
I want to dump their stuff out, and then I want actually not just like into the. Yeah, I'll just leave it like in the overhead, but I want to like smash that vending machine and start loading their luggage up with the snacks that were in there.
Okay. Make a. I'm gonna say dexterity roll.
Sure. Just straight dexterity. Go. 8.
Okay. You got 6 snacks.
Cool. 6 snacks.
They're big snacks. It's like jumbo honey buns and
Nice.
The double-decker fudge rounds.
stuff.
Hell yeah.
So
Giant
important.
Reese's. Yep. All right.
So yeah, Tobias would have been leading the way on that. Guitar case in one hand, gun in the other hand, just in case. Which for the gun nuts out there, I've decided that the one it looks like is going to be the 93R, a gun that only existed in the 70s and can go for $15,000 if you find one. It's actually illegal, I think, in America.
That's saying something.
But you have to have like a special permit to get it, I think.
I want to make sure as we're walking away that I'm trailing and doing my best to kind of cover up tracks so that anyone that does show up doesn't know anybody walked away from this crash.
Okay.
Or at least if they know, they can figure that out. They don't know which way we went.
Smart. Okay. So
I would assist with that.
you start heading away from the crash.
Yep.
Okay.
And I figured we'd find some kind of clearing a little farther away.
This
But-
is like a beach, right?
No, I think we're...
Or you're a little
still
inland.
Oh, okay.
You hit a rock structure.
Gotcha.
So you're covered by the trees, but you can hear the ocean, so you're not too far inland.
Okay.
Okay, so as you'll start walking away from the crash, you notice that Corinne kind of stands back a little bit, and she's staring at the airplane or the shuttle, and she goes, "We should bury them.
Yes, we should.
It's a
Yes.
decent thing to do."
It's the human thing to do.
And Evan nods in agreement, and he goes, "It's basic decency. We can't just leave them out here like this, not after everything they've done."
Right, they
You're
got
right.
us to the ground safely.
They kept us alive.
Fine, and
Not to be the cold pragmatic here, but if we hold a burial for them, people will know that someone survived this crash, and they may look for us.
Can we wrap them in something and maybe give them to the ocean?
Burial at sea. That's a good call.
Right.
Evan is awake, kind of. And he goes, rescue should be on the way any minute. We should focus on getting out of here. We shouldn't be wasting any time."
I hate to break it to you, darling, but we're more likely to get the raiders first than a rescue first.
Corinne says, "Yeah, if the shuttle was shot down by Ogden raiders, they'll be sending their salvage team soon. They'll want the shuttle, and anyone still around. We can't stay here.
Then it
We need to grab whatever we can."
sounds like we need to bury them quickly then. How far are we from the ocean?
I'd say 1,000 feet.
Okay.
Oh, not far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we can quickly do that.
Yeah,
get
just a quick toss and call it a day.
Alex or Tobias are showing.
Okay. Who has the most strength? Hector. Okay. Are you gonna take both bodies or one body at a time?
I don't think I can take both bodies at the same time because just like physically,
Physically, that would-
I
You're
don't.
not
Your
that
fastest
strong.
is 2 per
I'll
body.
help you carry one.
Perfect.
Okay. Roll strength. Both of you.
9.
9.
I'm sorry. I can't count. 11.
Oh, yeah, way more than 9.
Okay.
13.
Okay. Y'all effortlessly carry the pilot to the sea, and you're just throwing him out to the sea.
Give them a quick yeet.
Should we take the other one while they're going?
They took both of them.
Yeah,
I thought they had
we each
to
grabbed
do
one.
each at one end of one person. Oh, they each.
Oh, I
grabbed
thought you were conjoining.
Oh, okay.
Right.
For one person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're going
Yeah.
quickly
Oh.
1,000 feet, one grabs the neck head. the other
Yeah,
grabs
yeah,
Yeah,
the
we'll
Yeah,
give it a
waste
shot.
that.
I'm
So
not
then
very
we could-
strong, though.
No, I'm not either. So we'll see. Oh, that's pretty good though.
I got 6.
9.
Okay. Little, not effortlessly.
No,
I'm
I'm also 50. Please remember this,
Yeah,
guys.
you do make it, but you're a little winded afterwards, and
It's actually why my strength got low is because I had an aging roll.
you say you're taking a minute to grieve, but you're just trying to catch the beach.
So they're floating towards the ocean? Mm-hmm. Okay.
They were good men.
Yeah. I take a picture and I say, their we can't call medical yet. Their families will need to know, and we need to remember who they were.
That's a good
So
point.
I'll let medical know.
Yeah, I'll steal their wallets. Keep their IDs handy.
There you go.
That's the way to do that.
You can phrase that a little better. You're holding on to their personal possessions for their family.
To be
I
returned.
looted the bodies.
Murder hobo.
Right.
You find 60 credits.
Oh my god.
Can I ask?
Tobias has his first
Can I
credits.
ask Corinne, as we're sort of windedly starting to move away, what should we be looking out for in these woods? Are you familiar with this part of Marduk? Are there certain big cats or something?
Yes, there is. There's actually a wolf. Wolves. She kind of glances over at Evan.
Offensive.
Wolves exist.
They travel in packs and they come at night. So that's why we shouldn't stick around here.
Would fire be a good deterrent for that?
Yes. But we also need to be careful that we're not giving away our location.
Sure.
Because I know these raiders are probably on their way.
Then we should find something, maybe like a cave, where we can light a fire without the fear of smoke going up and identifying her.
And light.
Okay.
And do wolves hunt by smell? I mean, should we cover ourselves in mud or what?
They have excellent hearing, excellent smell, and they don't have excellent sight, but their heightened hearing and smell make up for it.
We are now in the quiet place.
What?
I want to, as we're making our way into the woods, I want to grab a couple branches from some trees, and I want to wrap fabric around them and dip them in some of the fuel from the jet to preemptively make some torches that we can light later.
Okay.
This is a traveler lore person coming in. They don't use gas, they use hydrogen.
Oh, so it's just air
It's
now.
not.
It's liquid hydrogen. I mean, you could
But
do it,
it's
but
not
it will,
anymore.
it will explode.
We probably
Well, no,
have fire
it's not.
starters.
Once
in
it
our
reaches the atmosphere, it
No,
doesn't
yeah.
have the pressure to maintain
Yeah.
the liquid state anymore. It's just,
Yeah.
But there's probably flares and fire starters in our survival kits.
yeah.
The Varger's name is Ethan?
Evan.
Evan.
Florynce is showing.
You
It
should
is.
call him Ethan.
You have to call him Ethan.
I have to call him. Yeah, excuse me, Ethan.
He doesn't look up. He doesn't know who Ethan is.
I'm sorry, Evan.
Yes.
Apologies. I noticed Corinne gave you a look when she mentioned wolves in these parts.
She did. I did not notice that.
Oh. Okay. I choose not to go further with what I was going to say.
Already sowing dissension in the ranks,
Well, we know who's going to get eaten first.
right?
Okay, so as you all are trekking along, it kind of sprinkles on and off, which tells you it's kind of a more tropical weather. So you can deduce that it'll probably rain more heavily as the night goes on. So finding cover would be ideal.
You said we hit a rock formation. Can we look around there, see if there's any caves?
Okay. Yeah. Who has? I guess that would be investigate. Or yeah, investigate.
There's also recon and survival.
I have survival.
Survival.
Yeah.
Okay. Survival and
You were kind of leading us.
Yeah, you were in the front anyway.
survival and intellect.
Cool. That's 2 things I'm good at. Son of a bitch.
You're good at them.
That's a 9.
Okay. So as you were, because I'm going to say you pulled the survival kit out of the plane, and as you were kind of looking that over, you got kind of around the corner of the rock, and you didn't notice any caves. Looks like a solid rock.
Okay.
How tall is this rock formation?
It's tall. It's not easy to climb.
Like measured in feet, measured in like
I'd say
miles, like is it like a mountain?
I wouldn't say it's a mountain. It's probably 150 feet high.
What's the terrain like? Is it like, would it be like, if we wanted to get up high to get a vantage point, would it be rock climbing or would it be hiking?
It would be rock climbing.
Okay. I want to try to get up, like not too high because I don't want to be visible if anybody's inbound looking for the shuttle, but I want to get at least a little like vantage point over the trees to see if I can spot anything that could be a more rocky area that could house like a cave or something. Or at least like a hilly environment.
Perfect.
And I would love to pitch the idea of using recon for that to you.
Oh, it's a
First, you gotta
climb?
get up there.
No, not the climb.
Oh, okay.
The climb, I assure you. Yeah, no.
Yes. Yeah, recon makes sense once you get up there if you can. So let's do athletics.
Okay.
And strength.
Ugh, not great. 7 athletics.
Oh.
Okay. Kind of describe how you think you would be crawling up.
I mean, I think he's leaning heavily on the fact that, you know, this robotic arm has presumably like a really good grip strength until he's like embedding his fingers into the crevices and just pulling himself up.
Okay. For a 7, I'd say you get like maybe 9 feet up.
Okay.
So
Is that above the tree line or not quite?
It's above the tree line.
Okay.
And it's just now dusk, so
Okay.
it's getting a little harder to see far away.
Sure.
But you see something in the distance that maybe looks like some kind of structure. You can't tell.
Like man-made structure?
It has more right angles.
Gotcha.
It doesn't look organic, but
Is
it
it
doesn't look quite complete.
Is it lit?
No.
Okay.
Is it lit?
Spotlights going on.
Right. Yeah, guys, I found this lit place over here. We gotta go. No, I'll climb back down and relay. Is the rest of the terrain like flat, or is it hilly or rocky, or?
It's mostly rocky
Okay.
with some trees, but the area you're in is kind of like an open plain, but it's really tall grass. So if
Gotcha.
you're like crouching, then no one can see you.
Okay. I'll relay all of that information down.
Should we go that way? I mean, a man-made structure.
It could have supplies, but it also could be.
It could be the
I want
bad
to.
guys.
We could ask her and like, what do you think? Is this something that could be like a raider outpost, or?
Did that survival kit come with any binoculars?
Good question.
It did.
Oh,
In the
dude, toss him up while he's
dust
up
light,
there.
is the dust light? Would it be reasonable to look through them and peer?
Yeah. So they're not night vision binoculars. But you see that it does look like a man-made structure.
Okay.
Looks like ruins
Okay.
of maybe a taller office building. So it's like this place was civilized and developed once, long ago.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask Corinne if she knows anything about some places that could be out here that are abandoned.
And she says, my grandparents would talk about it sometimes, that there was some local villages here, but then they all got wiped out. And she was just a kid. And then since then, we've all kind of migrated to our little islands.
Gotcha.
Wiped out by the raiders?
Yes.
That's what they do. They raid.
Makes sense. Well, it's as good a start as any. There could be something around that's useful there, and at bare minimum, we might be able to find a place to get out of the rain.
I agree. Should we head there?
I think so.
To save his bet.
Okay.
Tobias, you think you could lead us along the way?
I sure as shit can.
All yours, Corporal.
All right. So I assume y'all are gonna try and find a safe place to set up camp.
Yes. This ruin.
It's
Yeah.
getting dusk, right? Yeah.
And it's just getting darker and darker by the minute. And luckily the survival kit had flashlights, so enough for all of you to each have a flashlight.
Keep them low.
Let's see.
No.
He starts strumming on his guitar.
Yeah, with the flashlight. That's good for the strings.
No, yeah, it'll be great.
Who has the highest survival?
I have 2.
I got a goose egg.
Okay.
I don't even have 0.
Make
I
a-
Oh,
don't
you
have-
do. Oh, shoot.
Make a
1.
survival intellect roll.
That's an 8.
Okay. You get an eerie feeling. Somebody's following y'all. You can't tell if it's human, animal, what, but you're just kind of more alert and aware of what's going on. So that's about the level.
Okay.
That's aware.
I will do some kind of hand signal where it's just kind of like like whatever hand signal is necessary to like point out that we're not alone. But I don't want to say anything.
I will take the snub pistol from Hector.
Yeah, some of these flashlights can just like stick to our clothes or something like that, you know, at a moment's notice.
Okay. So y'all keep going. Just walk in. You're walking towards the ruins.
Stealthily, maybe now.
Okay. Stealthily.
You said it's tall grass? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll try to, like, crouch down a little bit. I'm not the tallest person in the world.
Okay. I'm
Is
gonna
there
have
any light coming from behind us?
no light.
Nocturno.
So roll survival intellect again.
Ooh,
Nice.
that is a 14.
Okay. So you've identified as an animal.
Okay.
So far you can only sense one, and you can kind of hear it rustling in the grass behind you. You've even heard a low growl, like it's maybe communicating with what you don't know, but it seems like it's closing in.
Okay. That's exciting. I'm just gonna now that I know that where I will quietly go. There's at least one animal, probably more. They're talking to each other. So listen up. We're probably gonna have to kill something here soon.
Should we have somebody hang back and kind of play a distraction while the others circle around?
Absolutely, I would do that. Thank you for giving me the idea.
Or do we make a
Take
run
this.
for it?
Hand you the guitar.
Oh shit!
Wait, we know it's not human, right? Is that what you said? It's an animal?
Yeah.
But if we're being hunted,
Okay, fine.
I will absolutely go be the distraction, and I will come back with dinner.
Okay.
Can you try to befriend it?
You know what? I'm gonna let you try
Yeah, these aren't horrifying monsters, I'm sure.
because you
Wolf
have
buddy.
animals, right?
know
I can
Florynce
ride
does.
them.
Florynce has it. I don't got fucking shit in animals.
in order to
But that means you can like coax. I'm Madam Referee. You can roll animals and social.
If
Wait,
you-
like right
if you-
now?
Well,
if you want to befriend it.
No, I don't want to do that right now.
Okay.
I'm
Also,
too
I don't
scared.
think we see it yet, do we?
Yeah, I
we don't see it yet.
Yeah, because I didn't hear or see anything. It was just
All right. So here's the battle plan. This is out of character moments, but I would have been like, all right, you guys just head towards the ruins, and I will keep them off tracks. If you hear gunshots, don't worry. If you hear stabbing sounds, definitely don't worry. Let the good times roll.
okay.
And I'm going to stop where I'm at, and I'm just going to give you guys the motion to keep going towards the ruins.
Were you carrying any of the things?
I handed anything I was carrying
Yeah.
to him.
Because
So,
I assume a few of us are dragging the big survival kit.
yeah.
And a guitar.
Well, the guitar can just go on the kit. It doesn't weigh that much.
I want to make sure that everybody's lifting that off the ground because if it's leaving drag marks, it'll be easy to track
Yep.
us.
So that's probably the five of us. The rest
Yeah.
of us are all moving slowly with the kit.
And then to complete the idea, I'm going to also draw my knife out at the same time as well and get that old CQC going here. But get that Metal Gear Solid reference going.
Just don't
Yes.
have a clever girl moment.
So you're
I don't have a shotgun. But
you're lone star in this one.
so, I mean, unless someone else wants to help, but I don't think they want to, which is fine. That's Traveler. I mean, the plan will be is if I do get kind of swarmed, then I will be coming back. But as soon as you guys
I want
get,
to make sure the group moves slowly so we don't get too far ahead.
yeah.
So the idea will be that we make noise as though the group is still moving, but somebody is hanging back silently for an ambush.
Okay.
They're like, all right, you sons of bitches.
Never mind. I was
Did
wrong.
we just say that? Is that real? Oh
Did
my
you
god.
say that?
Yeah. It's dinner time, motherfuckers.
All right.
And I head off in a direction.
I turned
So,
into Julie.
would
I should
you-
have been the one to stay back.
Okay, so when you say that, Corinne stands by your side, and she goes, "Let's go, motherfuckers!"
Hell yeah.
Now there's
I
only
think Rusty's
two
gone.
people holding the end of the kit.
No,
So then-
there's still five of us.
Well, no, I
here.
just mean there's two on the end, and then
Oh, yeah.
each of you probably have a rope.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So set this up for me. So, where are y'all located? Tobias, Corinne,
Yeah.
the front,
Well, we would have gone off to
Facing-
the side. Yeah, we
Okay.
would have let them get ahead.
facing
I was letting
into
them
the
get
darkness.
ahead. Yeah.
behind you.
Yes.
Okay, and then the three of you, Florynce, Hector, Julia. About how far
Oh,
away from them are
Infinic,
you?
or whatever his
To
name
draw it
is.
here on the map.
What?
Infinis, or whatever his name is.
If this-
Finan.
Finan. Yeah,
Finan's
that guy.
with them.
So if this is whatever's following us, this is the main group, and these are the two loud people. So their goal is to pincer them off
Okay. Okay.
from whatever's following us.
Cool. All right. So Tobias and Corinne, y'all are in the target area zone. So in your flashlight circumference, a werewolf-like figure
Oh, dope.
leaps into the light, and Corinne goes, "It's a Garenenbright." And she goes,
Yeah,
"Oh,
those are letters.
shit." And she goes, "These things are mean."
Oh, good thing for us. I'm meaner.
Okay, so the rest of you hear this exclamation.
Hector goes, ah, shit. All right, we can't leave them. Like the plan was an ambush, and they're being loud. Let's circle back.
What about Finan and Evan? Are you guys good in a fight?
Finan is visibly scared, and he goes, I mean, if I have to, if if I'm backed into a corner, yeah. And then Evan goes, I haven't fought in a long time, but this looks like a pretty hairy situation, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
I don't feel
I do.
from the distance.
Yep.
I heard a pun. All right. I think the idea will be that you guys stay behind me and Jules. Like, we'll do our best to keep you guys safe.
Do you want me to come fight as well?
I want. How do you feel about it? Are you comfortable?
Well, I'm not the best at a fight, but as I always say, as long as we stick together, then I pull out my slub pistol. We can overcome any obstacle.
I like it.
She's gonna die. All right. But no, I don't know about rush, but we'll head back over toward the others too, kind of gauging the situation.
Okay.
Yeah, I go with them.
I think we stay together. Yeah.
Evan and Finan are toe in toe, so they're in it too. They're ready. Okay, so Tobias and Corinne, y'all are in fighting stance.
Oh, hell yeah, I am.
Screamed. Saw what it was. It stands up on its back legs and it opens its paw like it's about to swipe. And that's where we'll end this segment.
Hell yeah, this is gonna be fucking brutal. I am probably gonna die.
And it's dark or dusky.
It's right at, it says like the minute the sun is about to disappear over the horizon.
Oh, this is gonna be beautiful.
So it's chilly.
I'll sing songs
Scary.
about my slaughter.
Tune in next week for the
Yes.
thrilling continuation.
For the thrilling continuation. Will they survive? Will they die?
We'll see.
We'll see. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.